Welcome to Adjust Your Mirrors, the #1 empowerment podcast show on the planet. Are you in need of motivation? Are you ready to take your personal and professional life to the next level? Then you've come to the right place. Adjust Your Mirrors. This is the podcast that's devoted to helping you see more clearly by making small adjustments. And now, here's your host, Reginald C. Allen.
Hey. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Adjust Your Mirrors. I am your host, Reginald C. Allen. Just thanking all of you again for tuning in. Family, what's really going on? How are you doing? I'm kind of extra hyped today because I had a wonderful weekend. Yes, I did. Shout out to my cousin, my big cousin. He had a birthday party on Friday. If you follow me on Facebook, you will see the pictures from the party. I had on my 1980s Puma outfit with the fat chain, with the Kango hat tilted to the side. We had so much fun. So much fun. And there's so many lessons, so many messages that I'm going to create just from that one night. But not today. Family, listen, let's get right into it. There has to come a time in our life where we realize we have to get some self-confidence, baby. Can't walk around like Droopy the dog. Oh man, woe is me. I can't do this thing. You gotta get some confidence. You gotta say to yourself, remember the old song, ain't no stopping us now. Hey, I'm on the move. Then I do say, move it. We gotta get that mindset where we say, despite what I go through, despite the challenges, despite the resources that I don't have, despite doors that have been shut, there still is no stopping us. One of the most important factors to achieving our goals is self-belief. Listen, without believing in ourselves, this will limit our ability to fulfill our purpose. So I want to help us today, family. We got to understand that just because you're not good at something right now doesn't mean you can't learn and develop in that area. Just because we're working a particular career that we've done for 15, 20 years doesn't mean we can't get into something else and give that a try. However, in order for us to even begin to move in that direction, our mindset has to say, ain't no stopping us now. I'm on the move. Move it. Family, I want us to get the mindset that says, okay, I fell down, but guess what? I'm getting back in the race. I'm going to use this basketball analogy. You're down 2 points, 3 seconds to go. The point guard gets the ball. He dribbles the ball up the court. You're wide open at the 3-point line. He passes you the ball. You shoot it, and everyone's looking. 3, 2, 1. And you shot an air ball. So you messed up. You didn't make the game-winning shot. Do you stop? Do you say, oh my God, I took the one shot, I had it all, and I messed up? Or do you say, next game, same scenario, pass me the ball again? That's where we got to get to. We got to get to a place where we say, hey, listen, you know what? I messed up yesterday. Today is a new day. Yesterday doesn't define me. So I can get up, wipe myself off, and get back in the game. So listen, in order for us to have an unstoppable mindset, we got to implement these particular principles that I'm about to talk to you today about. Write it down. Number 1, we have to think about our conditioning. How can we have a mindset that says, ain't no stopping us now, if you haven't recognized the conditioning that's stopping you? Why do you feel that you're not qualified? If we're not qualified, why do we think we can't get qualified? Because it's some conditioning, whether it's from your parents, whether it's from your environment. We have to challenge that conditioning if we're going to have an unstoppable mindset. And I have to be very honest with you, family. This is something that I have to fight with every single day. Years of negative conditioning. But I refuse to live my life being defeated. I refuse to live my life because of the negative conditioning that's been implemented in my community. I refuse to be that person. And you should too. So we have the mindset that there is no stopping us. We're going to move it, move it, move it, move it. But number two, this is what we got to do. We got to trust ourselves. So many people are gifted, but they refuse to trust themselves. What separates the superstar athlete versus the mediocre athlete is a person who trains every single day. He's conditioning his mindset. He's visualizing himself taking the last shot. As a result of that, he's willing to take that last shot. You got to trust yourself. The more you trust yourself, the less you will compare yourself to others. You got to trust what God is put in your hand. I talked about that last week. What's in your hand? Trust what God has given you. And number three, you got to talk to yourself. Now, I know society tells us not to talk to ourselves, but if you're going to have a mindset that says, ain't no stopping us now, what do you got to do? When you're getting knocked down, you got to tell yourself, get back up. You can do this, Reg. I can do this, man. There's nothing that's going to be able to stop me. You know, people talk against self-affirmations. I don't know why, but every single day I wake up. This is the day that the Lord has made. I shall rejoice and I shall be glad in it. That's me telling myself, despite how I feel, despite what I go through, I shall rejoice in this particular day. I'm talking to myself. Family, take the time to begin to speak positivity into your day. No matter what you go through, the mindset that you have to have in order to fulfill your purpose is that which says, ain't no stopping us now. Hey, we on the move. We got the groove. I don't even know the words, all right, family? But you know what I'm saying, okay? So with that being said, be empowered.
Thank you for listening to the Adjust Your Mirrors podcast with Reginald C. Allen. Be sure to visit the Adjust Your Mirrors private Facebook group and don't forget to follow Reginald on Twitter at Reginald C. Allen. Please remember, when you're listening on iTunes, leave us a 5-star rating review. Until next time, be empowered.